Hey, my name's Chris. This is Coco. We just recently rehomed a bird, a scarlet macaw about the same size as Coco, and there were many questions that were extremely good questions that a lot of people don't ask when getting a new animal. Most places that you might be able to get a macaw or a bird or parrot of any kind for that matter is going to be like a pet store, a breeder, or places, and sometimes I don't want to say they'll misinform you, but sometimes they don't give you enough basic information on an animal. One of the things that was asked me was a quite overlooked question was, how do you properly pet a bird? And so if you're asking yourself that question, I'm going to give you a few simple answers. Number one is they're not at all like dogs. You don't scratch. They're more similar to cats. You want to just kind of rub and pet. Now, one thing you should know about macaws is that one of the many signs of affections that you'll see them show each other and people for that matter is one is going to be regurgitation. If you see them, they'll stick their feathers out and they'll stick their feathers out and their neck or head will go up and down. You'll see them start puking. They regurgitate, and that's a sign of affection, saying that, hey, I'll feed you and take care of you. It's kind of something like that. But anyway, it's just definitely a good sign. If a bird ever does that around you, then he or she's trying to bond with you. Now, if you're petting a bird, especially one of this size, you're obviously, if you're inexperienced, you're probably going to be moving quite slow because that big beak might be kind of intimidating. I can understand how it would be, and I've been bit several times by many, many macaws, and yes, it hurts, yes, I've bled a lot, and yes, I have many, many, many scars. So I will tell you that having a macaw, you want to be ready for those kinds of things and be okay with it and be able to react accordingly in a positive manner, in a training manner. I'll get to how-tos about that on another video, maybe at the end of this one, but anyway, get back to petting a macaw. What you want to do is you want to start at the head. You want to make sure that they're comfortable with you petting them. If they lunge or watch, if I move too fast, he'll move his beak, and he'll let me know if he's not in the mood to be pet. So what I do is, see, that means don't pet me right now. I'm chewing. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Can I pet you now? Can I? No. Please. No. See, they'll let you know if they're not ready to be pet. Somebody's not done eating yet. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to get behind the feathers and you want to move really, really slow. Their skin is quite sensitive and it's quite thin. I don't know anything to compare it to. It's quite, okay, if you've ever had a pet frog, it's about that thin or that consistency. It's not slimy, but it's just really, really thin and easy to move around. You want to lightly touch that skin. You want to make sure your hands are clean before and after for everybody's sake or whatever. But anyway, you can pet behind and underneath the feathers, and if they're really enjoying it, you'll notice by the fact that they're going to lift their feathers up. Kind of like how you see his feathers right here. See? As soon as I touch him, he starts lifting his feathers. There they go. Alright, so he's not in the mood. Maybe not. Here, can I put you over here for a minute? Alright, let me get another one and I'll show you a better way to pet him. Alright, come here. Come here. Step. Step. Alright. Okay, so with Angel here, she's used to being pet. She loves to spend time with people. So let's see if I can get a little closer. If you see, it's quite simple. You can pet on the outside of the feathers, and then once they're comfortable and calm and not trying to kill each other like these are. Anyway, there's a few wrong ways to pet a parrot. One is just too rough and too fast. You want them to be as relaxed and as comfortable as possible. And right now, see, she's just kind of allowing me to pet her. She's not really in the mood to be pet. If she was, you'd see those feathers start to lift and kind of fan out. There's two other places that they love to be pet. Now, one of them you got to be careful with because it's attracting them to start mating. So you don't want them to start humping your shoulder or anything. And that is, here, step up, step. That spot is right here at the base of the tail. You don't want to massage that too much. You're going to get them excited, especially if it's a hen or a female. Now, the next best spot is right underneath the wing. No, I'm not trying to pick you up. It's right here. There's a soft spot, a little patch of feathers. See that right there? There's nothing softer than that. And you can pet them right there. They like that. Now there's also another thing that's a really easy way to bond with a macaw is helping them take care of their feathers. And the ones that you don't want to mess with any of the other ones that they can reach easily. No, we're not. Okay, you want to do a trick. There you go. All right. Now, what you can do is you can get to the tail, and when you're petting the tail, you want to touch the feathers and bend them around to the right. You don't want to break them, obviously, but you want to bend them around to the right because that's what they do. And to them, that represents the fact that you're trying to help them do what they do to make their life a little easier. They do think like that, and they're extremely intelligent creatures. Don't ever doubt that for a second. I mean, look on YouTube, you can find these dudes doing everything from math to skateboarding. I'm serious. There's no limit to what they can do as far as I know. Now, as far as petting in odd areas, you can actually pet the cheek. Come here. You can pet right here. They're totally okay with that. But you'll notice she'll blink a lot because she's trying to protect her eyes. She's trusting, but the limit of trust is just a matter of reaching instinct. And her instinct is obviously to protect her eyes. As far as petting anywhere else, it's just a limit, or you're only limited by what he or she will allow as a result of you making it somewhat of a training process, rewarding and bonding and spending more and more time with them for them to be more comfortable with you petting them. As far as maintenance of appearance, the more you bathe them, the better they're going to look, obviously, and that's about it. Another good thing to do is touch their feet if they'll let you, and just get them used to and comfortable with you touching their feet. That'll help you in training process. I've got a few videos on that somewhere on my YouTube page. And a good thing to do is definitely get comfortable around their beak. You know, the more you can touch their beak and the more you can get them used to allowing you to touch their beak, then the less fear you're going to have, the more confident you're going to be, the more confident they're going to be, and it's just better for everybody. So just remember, try to keep them clean and just be gentle. I mean, they're those kind of creatures where you want to pet and be as kind and as loving as you possibly can. Just remember, it's not like a dog. You don't want to pet them rough or rough play or anything like that. It's just a soft, smooth, cute animal. Anyway, so I know it may sound simple to some people, but it was a really, really good question that somebody asked, and I thought I'd elaborate a little more and make a video out of it. Anyway, good luck with your bird. Hope you have a good day.